This is The Long Dark, a beautiful, peaceful, and brutal winter survival game that I love dearly. And this is the start of a new series in which I'm going to 100% complete everything there is to do in survival mode. Every collectible, every piece of gear, and every section of the island explored. This will be episode 1 of this marathon, so stick with me, grab a hot cup of birch bark tea, and let's see how far I can make it. Here's our quote. I don't like this quote. Okay, so we are in Forlorn, muskeg. And it's actually late in the day, I'm pretty sure, because it's warm. It's -9. Yup, it's almost night. Look at that, I know things. Okay, so now we need... As I stumble around to try and find my bearings, it's probably a good idea to explain just how hard this run will be. I'm playing a custom difficulty which is tuned to be very unforgiving, just like Interloper, but even harder in some ways. Pre-existing tools and good clothes might exist, but the weather is even worse and injuries will take longer to heal, so bad decisions and mistakes can weaken me for days. Surviving is going to be very difficult even after I've secured good gear. And to fully complete survival mode, I'll need to visit every region on the map, so I can't just hide away from the hardest areas or play it safe. I don't even know where we are right now. I know we're in Forlorn Muskeg because it's warm. Oh, close to the forge, okay. After realizing how close I was to the forge, I tried to cross some thin ice to get there faster, but it didn't work out. Then I nearly got mauled to death by a bear, and after that I decided to bite the bullet and take the long way around. And I finally made it over there safely. Maybe some wool socks would be nice. Oh, holy crap, that is amazing. That's actually insane. Legitimately, that's extremely good. Combat pants, like day 1, that's awesome. I arrived at the forge and found some good stuff. A ski jacket, some coal, a sewing kit, and a little bit of dog food as well. Delicious. After sorting through my inventory, I headed straight for the nearby prepper cache. If it was stocked, it would make a huge difference early on by giving me better gear that I desperately needed. Oh, it is stocked. It's actually stocked. Okay. Well, we're saved. Once inside, I managed to gather a few things. I found a marine flare, and since I had no other light sources, I had to burn it in order to see my surroundings well enough to actually loot this place. I found a revolver, a rifle, and plenty of ammo, a little bit of food, a jerry can with some fuel in it, some old clothes, and a box of wooden matches, finally. I also spotted a secret safe hiding behind some wooden crates, and I decided to try and crack it. Inside were only some papers, cash, and a golden nugget. Probably useful before the apocalypse, but right now they were useless to me, so I just decided to leave them behind. Okay, I'm leaving the cash and the nugget here, because that's just not useful right now. Or ever, but you know. Later on, maybe we'll collect that. Once I had my inventory organized again, I went outside and headed straight for Mystery Lake. We're way better equipped. Although honestly not by much, to be completely honest with you. Because yeah, we have guns, but like we still don't have food, we still don't have gloves. We need a lot more than just weapons to make it alive out of this place. I hear something, that's not good. I think I hear... yeah, there's a wolf here. Okay. Yeah, hello, I hear you. Go away, please. Thank you. Keep your ears open. Just might save your life. What is this? Hello. Okay, why are you here? Interesting. I'm trying to concentrate and see if I hear wolves. Don't think I do, but there's usually wolves here, but I don't think I hear anything. Did I hear that? There are wolves there. They're just not near me now, right now. We actually dodged them, which is good. That's very good. I am very heavy right now. After a long walk through the rest of Forlorn muskeg, I finally arrive at the tunnel that connects into Mystery Lake. Now that I'm here, my only goal is to find shelter so I can warm up and rest. Luckily, the local camp office is nearby. Christ. Okay, so we're gonna stick by this wall, and we're just gonna pray. Okay, we're here. We've made it, folks. We're gonna get hypothermia. The classic, the legendary Mystery Lake camp office. We have arrived. Okay, we made it. So we're safe in here, we're warm. We did not get frostbite or hypothermia. And I think we have to go upstairs. Due to my overall very low condition, I don't have a lot of time to waste. I go upstairs quickly to light a fire so I can make some water and grab a few torches. Those will give me enough light to search this place and find any useful gear that's laying around. Water started on this beautiful warm fire. Let's get some torches and let's start looting. More film, more paint. Is there anything useful in here? Oh, a skillet. That's useful. That's very useful. Oh, and a cooking pot. Okay, we are officially cooking right now. Geez, anything else? That's really it? Nothing else? That was a very empty camp office. Goddamn. After taking all the meager loot that was left in this office, I went back upstairs to get some more water going and prepare all the teas I found. I used this opportunity to eat some of the food I found and craft some improvised gloves from some cloth I harvested from the prepper cache earlier. Now my hands were protected against frostbite and I wouldn't have to worry about it for the most part. I also made sure to grab a bunch of torches because they're very useful overall, especially now in the early game. Then I drank some water, ate some more food, and I went to sleep. We got a fair amount of HP back. After a good night's rest, I ate some breakfast, drank some more water, sorted through my inventory again. Take with you only what you plan to use, because otherwise you're gonna be too damn heavy to do anything. And headed back outside. I didn't have a clear plan, so I decided to hunt some ptarmigans. These birds can be harvested to get down, which can be combined with some cloth to create improvised insulation. It's a very warm accessory item, and it should help a lot with staying warm. Oh, they're here. I hear them. Let's see if I can do this. Holy shit, I got two. I got two of them. Look at that. One and two right there. I can't believe I just did that. Look at that.
Could end up being useful.
I don't have a tool to harvest them though, which is gonna be a problem. I didn't think of that. We gotta be able to find something to harvest them with though, right? Like, there's no way that we don't find anything. Not a single bladed tool on this entire region. There has to be something. There just has to be something. I need one more ptarmigan to craft both insulation pieces that we can equip, so I head to the fire lookout tower to hunt for the third one. On the way, I stop to loot the derailed train, and I find this. What are you doing? Oh, look at that, a heavy hammer. I might actually go and forge some stuff, I guess. We have a heavy hammer. That's interesting. While I was there, I went up to the lookout tower to see what I could find. Unfortunately, there wasn't much. Some pills, simple tools, ammo, another skillet, and that was basically it. So it was time to get out of there. I scaled down the cliff by going off the side instead of the normal path, which was a lot faster. On the way, I came across a hidden plane crash, although it didn't really hold anything useful other than some gloves and a cotton scarf. Better than nothing, I guess.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
The scent from the birds in my backpack also managed to attract some wildlife. Luckily, I was able to lose the wolf by distracting it with a nearby rabbit after I ran down the hill. Since it was almost nighttime and I still didn't have a proper light source, I passed by camp office without even going inside, I dropped all the gear I didn't need to have on me and I sprinted into Mystery Lake to search the ice fishing huts and the lake cabins in case I could find something there. I did find a few things, some cloth, a flare, another sewing kit and a bag of chips. I also found mittens in a cabin trash bin somehow, and that was literally the only thing I found in all of the cabins combined. Thank you. Lovely. After all that running and looting, it was already really late and I was exhausted, so I decided to just stay in the cabin and sleep there instead of going all the way back to camp office. There we go. It's early in the morning. It's probably very cold outside. Let's go back. Oh yeah, this is horrible. Minus 33, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. I woke up and went outside on the lake to collect some more cattails since I was running pretty low on food. However, since it was brutally cold, I couldn't stay outside for long and I soon decided to check out a hidden area that was nearby on top of a hill.
Cold.
We're gonna be doing a lot of stupid stuff. I climbed all the way around in order to avoid going up the rope, which would heavily drain my fatigue, and then I checked out the nearby prepper cache, which unfortunately was empty. It's empty. That's fine. I slept for an hour in the cache to warm up a little, and then I went to the nearby cave where I found a bedroll. Oh, a bedroll! Holy crap, hello. A lot of wood too.
That'll come in handy.
Absolutely beautiful. This was a really good find, since now I didn't have to rely on pre-existing beds to sleep, which massively increases how far I can explore. Since I still hadn't found a single bladed tool I could use to harvest the ptarmigans I hunted, I went to Trapper's cabin in case there was something there. Again, there's nothing. There's just nothing anywhere. Okay, what about in here? Anything good? No. Bam.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Okay. 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 Aw, man. Give me something to work with. Unfortunately, my streak of bad luck continued and I only found a little food there and nothing else. I then decided to go back outside to continue my search, but a blizzard had just rolled in. So I stayed inside, reading a skill book I found in the cabin, waiting for it to pass. By the time the blizzard ended, it was almost nighttime, so I had no choice but to go back to the camp office. Okay, I have food. I kind of have food. Since I still haven't found any tools, I decided to try and make my own. I harvested the simple tools I found in the tower to get more scrap, as well as my running shoes that I had replaced earlier.
That's done.
In the morning I started a fire, warmed my teas, grabbed the torch, and I was off. Heavy hammer, okay. Give me these and we're gonna sprint all the way back. We're gonna stay warm because of the warming up bonus. And we're gonna go all the way back and just make ourselves a knife. The plan was to try and make it all the way back to the Forlorn muskeg forge, so I could use my heavy hammer that I found with all the scrap metal and cloth I collected to make the tools I was missing, along with some crampons if I had enough scrap. Then, with these tools, I could finally harvest the ptarmigans and craft my improvised installation. I got chased out of Mystery Lake by a wolf, but since I had a torch on me, it didn't really matter and I just kind of ignored him. we're not even gonna bother with this guy, to be honest. We're just gonna... Yeah. Okay. The goal here is to pass through Poacher's Camp, which will probably have more scrap metal and coal that we can use. Hopefully. And Poacher's Camp is that thing, like, in front of us in the distance over there. Important, if you're gonna sit still, drop your meat on the floor. And then do whatever you're doing, and then pick it back up. You know? There we go. That way you don't attract any predators. I ended up finding a lantern as well, which would prove incredibly useful since now I have a reliable source of light. There we go, baby.
This'll come in handy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. I took a small break there to make some more water, eat up, and warm myself and my teas by the fire, and then I headed right back out there to get to the forge. A wolf tried to attack me on the way there, but I managed to kill him before he could get to me with my revolver. My spider senses are tingling. Is it actually a blizzard? Am I tweaking? Heavy snow is always sus to me. My brain has been trained to not trust the snow ever. At all, like ever. I don't trust this shit for a minute. To me, this is alarm bells going off like blizzard, 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 leave, go shelter, blizzard. There's gonna be a blizzard, go, leave, you gotta leave, go. Constantly in my head, I'm just looking in the distance to see if I can see stuff like getting harder to spot, and then I know I have to sprint. But not yet. After walking through some suspiciously blizzard-like weather and lighting another flare to prevent a second wolf from mauling me, I arrived at the forge. Perfect. Okay, let's see what we got. After some unsuccessful attempts, I lit the fire, tossed in a whole bunch of coal to warm it up to the required temperature, and I got to work. 3 hours later, we had our first crappy knife.
Sun's setting.
Didn't work. Oh well.
It's gonna get a lot colder
Hey, we got
soon.
well fed. Okay, so we have a knife now. Finally, we have a friggin' knife. Good lord. Okay, these are still good. Now we're gonna make the hatchet. And shortly after that, an improvised hatchet as well. We have improvised tools now. So, here we are. 4 days in, and we finally have a few tools. Now I can harvest the ptarmigans, make the improvised insulation, and start planning where we're going to move next. But that's enough for now. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching through this first episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay warm out there.